We are at the Billings KOA, and it turns out that this KOA is the first KOA that was established in the United States in 1962. And we're at the registration check-in area, and they've got 3 lanes to pull into with your RV or car. And we'll take a peek in the office. A nice little store with a variety of clothing and camping supplies, as well as all the necessities for drinks and some games, wine, groceries, a little bit of everything. The basketball court, and we're walking toward the laundry. Both of these things are directly behind the registration main office. And down this way we have restrooms. This is the main restroom area, one of the main restroom areas. One of several trash stations, and this is a canine dog walking area, but they've got a lot of like trick things for dogs to jump over and that sort of thing, which makes it a little bit unusual. And you can start to see some of the different sections of the campground. Those are all RVs back there. Lots of big cottonwood trees in this park, as you can see all around. And directly where I'm pointing, the Yellowstone River is beyond that fence, and there's a lot of cottonwood trees over that direction. This is sort of the middle of the park that I'm walking toward now. All pull-throughs. The dump station is straight in front of me, and there's a gigantic propane tank for refilling your propane. Just across from the check-in registration building is a huge and really quite cool mini golf course, much bigger and much more well maintained than a lot of the courses that some of these places have. Nice playground, children's playground over there, and across from the mini golf you can see all the activity is a heated swimming pool, and it has been jam-packed with kids and families and adults since we got here, so very popular amenity. Here's the backside of the mini golf area. I've walked south of the registration area, and there's a lot of camper sites in here. They appear to be all pull-through sites. Hookups are available, and again on that side is where the river is, beyond that wall. I don't know how many sites there are in this campground, but it's a pretty large facility. I don't know if they ever completely fill up, but there's an awful lot of vehicles here now, but there's quite a few empty spaces as well. Some of these sites back up, back in, and again, most of them have electric, and some of them have water, and while ours does not have sewer, there may be some with sewer as well. So we're at the far south end of the campground right now, and these may be some really prime sites because they back in with a view directly to the river, or a pond actually. I don't think that's a river. So a little pond back there, and I see a couple of people fishing. Far end of the south side, and it looks like there are cabins tucked back in here, which have a lot of nice privacy back here. So cabins are all nicely shaded, have plenty of room, and quite a bit of privacy. And then beyond, looks like there might be an area specifically for tents. And there seems to be a lot of families here. This is an ideal park for families. In fact, they're showing a movie this evening. It's always a Disney movie catering to kids. If your kids have bikes, it's a perfect way of getting around. So it's a very family-friendly campground. And honestly, although there are some sites that might be better than others, I don't think that there's a horrible site in here. And if you're like us for 2 nights, if it's the best site in the world or the worst site in the world, we're moving on in a couple of nights anyway. Not much activity back here. It's completely exposed out to the sun, and so perhaps they don't fill this up until they absolutely have to. As I said, most of the interior have nice trees shading them. I should probably tell you that this campground is within minutes, like 10 minutes, of downtown Billings, and it's again right on the river, but the river is blocked off from view from the campsite itself, but it's really conveniently located for you to go off in a lot of different directions. The little Bighorn National Monument is not far from here, maybe 30 minutes. There's quite a few things to do in this area. Museums in Billings itself. So I think this is a very popular KOA.